Take some of the budget from Rings of Power and bring it over to this. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. I am Dusty Mac, and thank you for joining me on the Season 1 finale of Fallout. This one is Season 1, Episode 8, The Beginning. Yeah, so we started with the end, and we're ending with the beginning. That's wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, I'm into it. Last episode, Betty the Overseer split Vault 33 into two, half going to 32, half staying in 33. But Marvin, I believe, the brother, I'm terrible with names, I'm sorry, hacked into Betty's system and he got access to 31 and he saw something shocking. So I don't know what that is, but there it is. Also, the Squire got turned into a ghoul and took off, so that freed up Maximus to possibly become a real knight, because his story is pretty much just going to be, yeah, my knight died and I tried to save him, blah, 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 blah. And Lucy Goosey got the head with the chip in it. Also, the dog got out of the thing, which I was happy about. So, that's what happened, and I'm going to see what happens next to find out how this season's going to end. I know there's going to be a cliffhanger, and I don't even know if this was announced for a second season yet, so I'm assuming it has because this is such a good show. But if Rings of Power can get a second season, this has to at least get 3 or 4. So yeah, anyway guys, if you like these reactions and want to keep seeing more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe and hit that little bell in the corner because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and barely stream. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length in a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. For example, whatever replaces Fallout's going to be on the Patreon day 1 of it airing on YouTube. So if that interests you, as well as some other Patreon exclusive movie series and polls, go check that out. If not, they'll be on here at some point. So yeah, I'm just excited to jump into the season finale and see what we get. So again, this one is Season 1, Episode 8, The Beginning. Let's do it. And as always, I got my raw meat gamer sup still from last week. It's been the same day for me though. Let's see if they buy your story, Maximus. Gotta go pick your armor up first. Like, we knew Titus.
Find me.
He was a Zionist, supported genocide, but other than that, he was a decent guy. You know, you might have gotten away with it, but bringing in the wrong head, he risked that all for Lucy, so that's kind of cool.
Where's your knight?
He's dead.
I fear you lied.
Wait, I can get you the real head. My injury was my own doing, not his.
Such a display of loyalty.
Brotherhood don't fuck around, do they? They're like, you toe the line or you're gonna get your head blown off.
Power is taken, not given. The lesson you seem to have learned.
Nobody's even asked about where the armor is yet.
You and I will take power, and we will start a new brotherhood with me as its head.
Heads don't have a good time in this show, so I wouldn't want to be the head. Little Palpatine Anakin thing going on here.
You ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
You've been looking for a home.
No, his entire life he just wanted to get in that armor.
Build one with me.
To be honest, the building mechanics are mostly useless in that game. I remember one time I spent like probably 3 or 4 hours like building out my town, and like I was expecting it to be like a big focus of Fallout 4. No, there's no point really to build it. Are these the synthetics? No, there's children. I don't think there was children's synths, right? Ghouls working alongside humans. Vault-Tec calling. I love those doors. I just don't know if they'd be very practical or safe.
Good to see you, buddy. Yeah.
It's actually kind of a cool car too.
Boy.
For up-and-coming executives, I call it Buds. Buds will keep my project on track centuries into the future.
She didn't already.
We're getting late.
Oh, I thought she already found it. She came over looking serious. I wonder if they made those cars specifically for this. Seems like it scratched the hell out of the door.
Lucy.
I'm goosey now, Dad. I've been on the surface for too long. You look a little ghoulish.
Welcome.
Is Mardoga her mom? Oh, goddamn.
Join us.
Why you got a feral skeleton at the table?
I've had a lot of time to think about this moment. I'm gonna keep things civil.
Not on her food.
Thought you
Come
were a
on, she
friend.
was eating those. That's not her mom, is it? That'd be messed up.
Now, give me my dad back.
What if I tell you who he really is?
Like some good exposition. All right, what are you seeing? Is Vault 32 maybe to like bring in outsiders and then their children will become Vault dwellers? And then the mutants go to the other, I don't know.
Humanity. Oh. Now this is just ridiculous.
It's a brain in a vat.
This one's it. No, ah, thank you. You're not Betty or Hank.
His son?
No. Initiate Protocol 53. Alright, just hold still.
Hold still, let me trank you.
Won't answer your questions unless you let me inject you with this.
Who's the voice?
Don't you
Like,
go in
I don't
there.
know, Michael Esper. Praying on a Roomba is what it's cause that his name.
There's a new guy who works with Barb. Do you mind if I bring him by?
Of course.
He meant he mines. Of course he mines.
Like-minded corporations that make America great.
God
On behalf
damn
of
it.
everyone.
Robco, West Tech.
You need money.
You could lose money running a casino.
It's very hard to do unless you're Trump.
Our vaults have the resources to survive for centuries. Meanwhile, our competitors, every other human who isn't us, will be dead on the surface. What is the ultimate weapon of mass destruction?
Time.
Time
I was gonna say a bomb.
is the weapon with which we will defeat.
All those dots on that map, is that where all the vaults are? There's only one vault in Michigan?
Refocus the conversation.
Come on, Barb. Set him straight.
I am the overseer here. My orders must be followed.
So is he the only thing there?
Where's the rest of the vault?
This is the rest of the vault.
Where my dad's from?
You'll never find out. Oh, he's gonna find out.
He's gonna eventually stick him with that, isn't he? They're all frozen.
These are Bud's buds, my buds. A well-trained staff of highly supervised junior executives for my own assistant training program.
They're from the before time.
We have over 100 vaults.
That would be trillions of dollars.
Each of you can play out your own ideas for how to create the perfect humanity. No one needs to know. And may the best
Damn.
idea win.
So they're all just experiments for a perfect society.
People to be controlled?
Genetically selected to breed with my buds to create super managers. All with positivity.
Uber managers.
After we've wiped the surface clean.
They also destroyed.
The service clean.
So this was 200 years ago then.
What about develop a super mutant?
Are we gonna see a super mutant this episode? I doubt it. Maybe that's something for season 2.
How can you guarantee results?
By dropping the bomb ourselves.
Oh, that's not what you want to hear your wife say. But what would be the point in that, though? I mean, well, I guess if you've gotten all the money in the world and you're bored of that, the next best thing is experiment with people and create your own society.
Mr. Howard, Henry, but everyone calls me Hank.
Your father has been around for a very long time.
Oh, that's why he looks so weird, because he's de-aged. That's terrible, terrible, terrible de-aging. He looked like just a CG person.
In that scene where you shoot Joey Toro in the face?
That was awesome.
That was so bad. Take some of the budget from Rings of Power and bring it over to this, because it needs it.
War never changes. He never told you when he's from?
What do you know about my mother?
She was like you.
That's gotta
She
be
was
her, right?
kind, loving.
So why did the bombs drop again?
Thank you.
Did you do it?
I was just scared of going to the wilds. I had no idea they'd blame you. I'm sorry.
He actually did do it to himself?
I met someone. I'm going back to where she came from. It's peace. Nobody ever goes to war.
They have popcorn and waterfalls.
Rose was so clever. She deduced that civilization had returned to the surface.
She wanted out.
Leslie, let's go. Let's get out of here.
You're in a cage, bro. Like, shut up. You have no authority here.
Took her children. And she found this wonderful city. But then her husband took the children, and he burned that city to the ground. Shady Sands.
She's lying.
He dropped another bomb.
Just like they did 200 years ago.
Damn. Oh, so it's not her mom. Just knew her. So there was a prospering human city. They nuked it.
You brought me cold fusion. All I need is for him to give me the code.
I don't know if I could trust him after knowing all that. I mean, how many people were in that town?
My mother.
Was she in that town?
What happened to her?
I think you know.
Dude, you killed... Was I fucking right? Was I fucking right? No! 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 She kept her. She kept her around and alive. Why? That is twisted.
Give her the code. Give her the code, Dad.
How is she still alive in that state? How? Yeah, you lost lost your daughter, dude. Can't believe I called that. So the daughter's probably in there, right? So how did the ghoul
It was great meeting you. I actually have to get back home.
That suggests you waited out in your dad's pod.
Oh shit, that's not who you want.
The Brotherhood?
You gotta put her out of her misery.
I loved your mother, but you stopped being your mother when she left home.
Oh my, that look right there was like, I don't got no father no more.
I've seen this like
Oh, shit. The only one that's gonna make it is the one with the main characters on it.
I had to make a choice.
Another group of humans made the best of it and then they bombed it again just to have more control.
I made the right choice.
Fuck you. I made the right choice. I killed billions of people and irradiated everything. This is the world that you created. This is you. A little more dangerous when you don't get your armor on. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Tomorrow's lovely day.
Flag bearers fighting each other.
Factions endlessly at war. What is the solution but to make the world us? Only ours to shape.
Yeah, good idea, Hiller. Every time new factions arise because not everybody wants to live like you.
You're mine.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize
I bet that outfit makes y'all feel like a big man, don't it? Well, I used to wear one back in the day. There was a flaw in the welding.
Damn good shot. Power core. Can't you use that as a weapon or like a grenade or something? Oh, shit. Got right in here, didn't it?
Open the door, let's go.
That's just the manipulative angle up close on you. Don't buy it. You know you can't after what you've seen and heard. Nope. Damn. It's gonna be Maximus. Hell yeah. It's like, oh, hey. Max, this is my dad.
I'm her father.
We gotta get out of here.
No, it was him. Shady Sands.
Not just Shady Sands either, the entire planet. They brought everything together pretty nicely. Of course.
You're coming with me.
No!
Jesus.
Max, wake up.
Did that just kill him?
See what this place does to people.
This is what you created, dude. You created chaos and you're trying to make order out of it. Lucy, you gotta kind of do it.
You're not gonna hurt me.
No, but the ghoul is? Because the ghoul knows him, right? Hell yeah.
You want another autograph, young Henry? Feo fuerte y famo. Where's my fucking family?
They're in 31, right? They've got to be. Can't kill him because he has the information. But they're closer than you think. They're at her, basically at her house.
Wake up. Come on.
Did he really just die?
Please.
I mean, he got hit real hard. Jesus. They just murdered each other. All of those armors.
War never changes. Looks like chaos, but there's always somebody behind the wheel.
It's your wife. I bet the wife is working with the synths for next season.
You want to know how I know your daddy, don't you? Everything about your whole world was decided 200 years ago.
She was just burnt and melted by that blast, and somehow she kept her alive. And maybe she did turn into a ghoul once while she was up there, and that's why he abandoned her.
You coming?
Shit, the way he got knocked out, he might not remember you when he comes to. Although Lucy is very hard to forget.
I'll find you. Okie dokie.
Not as cheery as she was at the end as she is at the beginning. You're just gonna let this thing sit and be cold fusion-y? Yeah, you might be a little concussed. Oh, don't shoot her. So what is that powering? What is that gonna create?
We did it, Rose.
I guess I didn't really put together maybe she was just in love with her and she couldn't let her go. Okay, it's powering the whole ass city. Those are some really good light bulbs, by the way.
What do you suppose your Brotherhood would do with infinite power? Maybe you can stop them. Maybe all you can do is try.
Way to do that subversion throughout this whole season where we're just looking for her. She's the bad guy. She wants the head. She sounds like she's a savage, but no, she's trying to help the world.
Is that their leader? All hail Maximus! All hail Maximus!
Way in over your head now, dude. Very samurai-esque.
I won't.
I was just gonna say it's kind of disappointing we don't get to see a Deathclaw this season, but it's hinted for the next season. Yep, that's gonna be the synths. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this show. Alright everybody, that was the Season 1 finale of Fallout. That one was Season 1, Episode 8, The Beginning. And this was a really good episode, and it just kind of was like, right from the beginning, things were happening. Maximus, he kind of gets demoted because they realized he was lying. We also find out that his squire, not acolyte, squire. Isn't it funny how I can just forget a term and then like I'll just be talking and it comes right back to me? His squire, I guess he did that to himself, so you know, he was out of the woods for that, but he did lie about the head, so he was demoted, and then they go to this battle to try to go up and get that chip, which was like a cold fusion starter chip or something, that Lucy's dad, who was an original, like a Vault Tech employee, he was putting that together. And the woman, the bad guy throughout the entire season, we find out actually she was good, and I think the mom ended up running away to, yeah, the mom ran off with her, and then he was jealous and angry, so he dropped the bomb and took out that city that was flourishing. It looked like it was like basically a normal city, like what you would have saw 200 years in the past. It was like kind of how it was there, but they were just prospering too much and they dropped a bomb on it. So there's no discrepancies with the 220 timeline. I like that they waited to the end to kind of show us why that happened. I did call that zombie thing was the mom, and that was really messed up. But I liked the moment that she had at the very end where she got to hold her hand and they both died together. And the squire gave Maximus the credit again. So Maximus is just failing upward, and I don't know how long that trajectory can go before he just actually hits a wall he can't, you know, talk his way out of. Lucy, this episode was just, she got a lot of mental trauma in this episode. She finds out her dad is from the before world, and he's part of the people that dropped the bomb and destroyed the past world and destroyed Maximus's city. And again, he did that because she left him for her, and he bombed the city and turned her mom into a disgusting monster looking thing. I do like that Lucy didn't kill her dad, because that would have changed her a lot more than she had been the entire series so far. I like that the ghoul took that upon himself to try, but he ended up failing. But yeah, he definitely knew him from the past life. And we also found out, by the way, that his wife and daughter, they're most likely in Vault 31, where her brother is now, and that's where they're trying to get to. And it's funny because he's so close to getting them. Presumably they're there, unless they're working in the place where her dad found at the end, which is probably where the synths are. And then, you know, Lucy, she did do the right thing, and it was up to her to take out her mother because, you know, she had to end her suffering. That was just awful. So, yeah, now Maximus is in a high up authority figure in the Brotherhood, so that now he can kind of keep an eye on what the Brotherhood does with this infinite energy device. And that's where it leaves us right now until Season 2. I'm going to check to see if there is a Season 2 coming out. All right, awesome. Yeah, so it was confirmed for Season 2, so we are going to get some more stuff coming up soon. I'm guessing probably next year. But a few things I was a little disappointed about with the whole season is we only got like 2 monsters, right? We got the bear and we got the Murloc thing, and we saw some rad roaches or whatever. We didn't get any of those mosquitoes, you know? And of course we didn't get any death claws, but it was teased at the very end with that skull. So I'm guessing next season we're going to get into more of those things. And hopefully they're going to get a bigger budget, because that de-aging on her dad, like at first it was like the reveal. And I'm like, oh, okay, am I supposed to know who this is? And then he talked, and I'm like, oh, it's the dad. It just looks like somebody airbrushed him with 5 minutes to go. But yeah, the acting in the show was really good. The humor was really funny, sometimes very in-your-face gross and stuff, like where they're talking about the cock exploding. It's just the terminology they would use because they're 200 years in the future and not as refined as we are now, I guess. It's just funny. The art direction, all the sets looked really good. The armor especially. If they didn't get that armor right, I don't know if the show would have exactly worked, but it looked really good. Except for the dad, when he didn't have the helmet on, that looked kind of rough. Other than that, yeah, everything looked good. The Murloc, cartoony a little bit, but still good. And the bear was probably the best looking thing, but that was like, again, early episode, so they gotta like throw a lot of the budget in to hook you to keep watching. But I hope this gets a bigger budget next time, because I think there's a lot more they can do. So yeah, at the very end we get I'm guessing that's where the synthetics are, and we're gonna get the synthetic people, and Maybe next time we're going to get that city too with the unexploded nuke in the center. I'm guessing we're going to get a lot more familiar locations. Maybe they're going to stop off in New Vegas, hey, and I don't know. They could have a road trip, who knows. But yeah, this was such a fun show, and I am very thankful that you guys chose this because I was really wanting to watch it, and I was like, man, I hope I don't have to kick this down the road a few months. But yeah, I'm glad that I watched it, and I hope you enjoyed experiencing it along with me. So anyway, guys, what was your favorite part of the show, and who was your favorite character, and why was it the ghoul? You guys got to let me know in the comment box down below. And remember, if you like these reactions and want to keep seeing more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm, and subscribe, and hit that little bell in the corner, because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and barely stream. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length in a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. For example, whatever replaces Fallout's going to be on the Patreon day one of it airing on YouTube. So if that interests you, as well as some other patron exclusive movie series and polls, go check that out. If not, they'll be on here at some point. And yeah, that's going to be about it for me tonight, guys. So thank you so very much for joining me on this Fallout journey. I had a lot of fun, got a little bit of radiation, took my rat away, but you know, we're here and we're good. Anyway, guys, thank you so very much for watching. You know I love and appreciate every single one of you. And remember, if we're gonna go outside, wear a mask, don't be an ass, and I will see you all for whatever replaces Fallout. Take it easy, guys.
Protocol 53.